church in Bryanston, north of Johannesburg. Nkomo was an advisor to South Africa's first post-apartheid Foreign Affairs Minister, Aubrey Nkomo, and later became ambassador to Argentina. During the struggle, Nkomo lived in exile in the United States and worked with the United Nations to push for apartheid to be declared a crime against humanity.
There are going to be many stories and anecdotes told about Comrade Aubrey today. But I'm going to concentrate what for me was one of his very special characteristics. So I'm going to start with an anecdote which involves President Mbeki. So I don't know if he remembers. But in 1965, we were both students too. And we were engaged in discussions about the formation of a broad South African students' organization, about an ANC youth and students section, and how and what should we do, not only to build an anti-apartheid movement, but to get the ANC to be recognized as the most powerful liberation movement in our struggle. So he said to me one day, let's go and see Aubrey Nkomo. I hadn't met Aubrey at that time. So, who? Aubrey Nkomo. No, he lives in Notting Hill Gate. And actually, if we go to him, we'll discuss with him. He's going to help us. He's going to help us understand these things. And he'll give us some beers. He's going to give us some beers. Let's go, Chief. Now, I had not been to Notting Hill Gate before. So off we went, arrived in Notting Hill Gate, went into Aubrey's flat. And Aubrey gave me, hadn't met me, he knew Thabo very well, a warm hug and an even warmer smile. Now Aubrey and I are both tall, but I was tall and thin. Aubrey was a bit more rounded than I was, so he could hug me better. So we had these discussions with Aubrey, who, as you know, was already involved in this work, given who he was working for in London. And I think he helped us to better understand what we needed to do in terms of the objectives we were setting ourselves whilst we were in exile. And Aubrey was full of wisdom, full of understanding, full of passion. And I must say, he gave us our peers. When we left Aubrey's place, Comrade Thabo turned to me and said, and now, what do you think about Aubrey? So I said, Chief, yes, like, he is so dignified. And I thought Comrade Thabo was a bit miffed, because he thought I was going to talk about how Aubrey was such an intellectual, how he understood politics, how he was for so long in the ANC. But for me, and he's been with me now for all my life, ever since I met him in 1965, is how dignified Aubrey was.
Bra Aubrey was not only educated, but Bra Aubrey had an excellent memory. And Bra Aubrey could write. In fact, when one of our friends, Professor Nteta, collapsed and died here in South Africa, we had a memorial service for him. I felt as if Bra Aubrey wrote a biography. And so it is that inadequacy in me that was trying to make me reject the honor of speaking in this service for Bra Aubrey. So what are those principles that at least I can remember that are ingrained in me? It is principles that I'm sure are part and parcel of all of us in here. whatever our religion, whatever our faith or lack thereof, principles of justice, principles of fairness, principles of democracy are what really motivated us to work long and hard for an outcome that I think we have achieved, even though at times it might seem to escape us here at home. It is those principles that drove our dedication. It was those principles that in fact encouraged Bra Aubrey to work tirelessly in a foreign land for justice, for fairness, for equality, for democracy.
More than 2.6 million